we break, and in the breaking, we reveal light, not the kind that blinds, but the kind that understands, the kind that moves softly through the cracks, warming what was once hidden, illuminating what we tried to forget. We are told to be strong, to mend quickly, to keep the surface smooth. But strength isn't the absence of fracture. It's the ability to hold shape while allowing light to pass through. The truth is, we all break, not once, but many times, and each time we're offered a choice to hide the fracture or to honor it. Vulnerability is not weakness. It's evidence of living. It's what happens when the shell finally softens and the inner world meets the outer without armor. To be open is to be exposed, but it's also to be real. Nothing alive stays uncracked for long, and maybe that's the point. Life doesn't ask us to be flawless, just to remain willing to mend. The Japanese art of kintsugi teaches this beautifully. When a bowl breaks, the craftsman repairs it with gold, not to disguise the fracture, but to celebrate it. The repaired object becomes more valuable, not less, because the gold doesn't hide the story. It tells it. Every line of repair glows with history, a map of where resilience met tenderness. We are not meant to shatter and disappear. We are meant to shatter and return, changed, humbled, brightened by the seams. Perfection is sterile, wholeness, alive. The cracks are not mistakes in the design. They are the design continuing to evolve. To accept our fragility is to accept our depth. A surface without texture reflects light, but it doesn't hold it. It's only in the unevenness that brilliance finds something to cling to. Likewise, it's only through the fractures that empathy grows. Those who have been broken understand how to hold others gently. Pain isn't proof of failure, it's proof of participation. It means we showed up, we risked, we cared, we lost, we learned. The heart that's never been bruised is also the one that's never been truly open. There's a kind of grace in the moment after breaking, when everything feels uncertain, when silence hangs heavy. That's where the possibility of repair begins. It's not immediate, it's not clean, but it's real. Wholeness isn't a return to what was, it's the creation of something new, something with memory and beauty and strength woven into its edges. The light we hide from often becomes the light that saves us. The grief we bury becomes soil for understanding. The heartbreak we curse becomes capacity for love. The imperfection we reject becomes texture, and texture is what makes the world feel human. We often think healing means erasing pain, but healing is more like translation. The wound doesn't vanish. It learns to speak differently. Over time, pain changes accent, tone, rhythm, until it starts telling stories instead of repeating injuries. And those stories are gold. Kintsugi means to join with gold, but it could just as easily mean to join with care, because gold, like attention, restores meaning to what we once thought was lost. It says, "This mattered enough to mend," and that sentence alone is a kind of resurrection. Strength doesn't mean unbroken. It means repaired with grace. A repaired heart isn't fragile. It's practiced. It knows the weight of falling apart and the courage of gathering itself again. It understands that pain and peace can coexist not as opposites, but as partners in growth. We keep searching for permanence, but life is made of constant rejoining. The art of being whole is learning to stay open while everything keeps changing shape. We can be both delicate and durable, both soft and strong, both broken and radiant. The beauty of kintsugi is that the repair becomes part of the identity. You can't separate the gold from the crack. They complete each other. So too with us. The healed parts aren't interruptions in our story. They are its punctuation. They teach us when to pause, when to rest, when to begin again. Sometimes the mind repairs more slowly than the heart. Sometimes the body holds a memory long after the moment has passed. That's all right. The process of mending is also the process of remembering. Healing is never hurry. It's rhythm, and rhythm, like presence, doesn't rush. To be fragile is to be honest. To be whole is to be willing to show the repair. Our cracks are invitations for light, for connection, for grace. And when we stop pretending to be seamless, we become luminous. Wholeness is not unbroken. It's beautifully repaired. If this moment brought you calm, stay a while. Subscribe and let this space remind you that light doesn't fear imperfection. Every day, we return here to breathe, to notice the seams, and to remember the cracks are not endings. They're how the light gets in.
This is Form Within Mind, where calm takes shape.